you may know that we're about to get a huge update for The Sims 4, introducing a new life stage, infants. And I'm really excited for this. There's a lot of fun things to do. And then a couple days after that, we're getting the Growing Together expansion pack, which again introduces all sorts of new family gameplay. And so I thought it would be fun to try the 100 baby challenge. And I know probably a lot of people are going to be doing this, but I've never done the 100 baby challenge before, and I thought it would be fun to try it out with a trans sim. And in this video, I'm going to go over like my plans for the challenge, some of the exciting things I'm looking forward to in the update and the expansion pack, and introduce you to the sim I've made for this challenge, as well as his starter home. I'm planning to stream this challenge. I have not streamed on YouTube before. I did stream on Twitch for a bit, but I'm going to try streaming on YouTube for the first time. So this is something, if you want to set notifications or mark it in your calendar, I am planning to stream on March 14th when the infant update comes out. And then I'm also going to continue streaming this challenge the next day on Wednesday because I want to play around with just the base game infant update for a little bit first. And then when the expansion pack comes out on March 16th, I'm going to continue streaming and we're going to try out all of the new stuff in the expansion pack. I'm going to stream quite a lot in the next few weeks. So definitely keep an eye out. I might make a community post with the specific times and dates. But yeah, let's look at the sim that I've made for my trans 100 baby challenge. This is Jay Priestley and his pronouns are he, him. Which also, if you're wondering, by the way, my pronouns are they, them, but we're talking about Jay, whose pronouns are he, him. He is a trans man. And he is able to become pregnant. I also set him to where he can use the toilet standing, and his clothing preference is masculine because unfortunately we still have to set that. I mean, his clothing preference would probably still be masculine, but I really hate that we have to choose either masculine or feminine for every sim. Anyways, that's a whole different rant. He wants to be a dad. He wants to have a lot of kids. So for his traits, he's family-oriented, childish, and a dance machine. I actually mentioned this before in my video where I was ranking all the traits. The dance machine is a really good trait for challenges because it lets them have a disco nap, which means that they can basically take a nap and get full energy as if they were doing a full long sleep. So I think that'll be helpful with our challenge. I gave him childish just because I thought it'd be fun to see the unique interactions you can get as a childish sim. They can engage with toys and with kids in sort of different ways. Originally I was thinking I could give him an aesthetic based on the trans flag colors, but then I randomized some likes and dislikes and it said that he liked the color green. So I basically ended up doing all of his outfits based on liking the color green. So most of these have some green. I wanted to use some of the newer stuff we've got in the game. So I gave him a hearing aid. Also his hairstyle is a little bit newer, although I think there's going to be some interesting ones in the Growing Together expansion pack. So I might change up his hair when that pack comes out. And I also gave him some new tattoos. So there's a cow plant tattoo on his leg. And I also gave him some top surgery scars. And yeah, I gave him some piercings because, of course, I love the septum ring. Even though I don't have one personally, I think it's a very good aesthetic. I don't know, I've been thinking about if I want to get one, but I'm worried that I won't like how it feels sensory-wise. I did also give him the big happy family aspiration. We'll probably go through a few aspirations just because I tend to do that. I like the aspirations. I like getting the satisfaction points and having a goal to work towards. Actually, I was going to do a video ranking all the aspirations, I ranked all the traits, but there's some new aspirations coming with this expansion pack, so I'm gonna hold off on that. The nice thing is with this challenge, hopefully I'll get to try out all of the new child aspirations on the children, and I could even try out some of the other ones on when they become teens. So that'll be fun. Maybe that's something I should prioritize on this challenge, is testing out some of the aspirations I haven't done before, just so that I can, use that information in my ranking video eventually. I kind of want Jay to be polyamorous, but I might try the serial romantic aspiration that gives you the player trait, which means that other sims won't be jealous of you anymore. So I might try to go through the aspiration to get that trait because that's kind of the only way we have in the game to make sims polyamorous at the moment. There's a lot of traditional rules for the 100 baby challenge. So originally the 100 baby challenge in The Sims 4, the rules were created by Snarky Witch. And I'm going to be using some of those, but I'm going to like adjust them some to like what I think will be more fun and help us tell a more interesting story. And also like traditionally people do this challenge with like a woman who's having all the kids, but I wanted to try it, you know, playing as like a father of 100 babies. There's rules for when like they can age up. So babies can age up on their birthday when you get a notification. I know I'm going to be impatient with that because I want to see the infants, but you know, we'll get there. I will have to make up new rules for why, like when the infants can age up. So I think we'll just experiment, see what works there. I'm sure lots of other people will also be having to make up new rules for infants. For toddlers, you can age them up once they reach level 3 in all skills. Children and teenagers can age up when they get an A in school, which honestly, I think is going to be a lot harder with high school years because it's really hard to get the teen Sims grades up now, especially if you go to school with them. Oh, and I did for like several of Jay's outfits, I wanted to sort of show off the top surgery scars because I did put them there and I was like, you know, when are you actually going to see these? So for like swimwear and like hot weather wear, I tried to like wear something where he could kind of show it off, you know. But yeah, back to the rules of the 100 baby challenge. So you're supposed to only use each donor once. And they're not supposed to like contribute. They're not supposed to help take care of the kids or anything like that. But I don't know, I kind of want like some of them to be in our kids' lives. And also with Growing Together, there's going to be a new thing where like Sims can come and spend the night for like several days. And so like if one of the kids' parents wants to do that, I'm not going to stop them, you know? So I probably won't have anyone else join our household to help take care of the kids. But I don't think I'm going to like stop the donors from being completely involved in the kids' lives at all. And that brings us to another thing. So traditionally when you're playing this challenge with like a woman, she will partner with cis men to have, like, to father all of the babies. But this is the trans 100 baby challenge, and I want a lot of the participants to be trans. So while, of course, Jay is trans himself, I thought it would also be cool if he could, like, have kids with other trans Sims as well. And at first I was thinking, you know, oh, it would have to only be Sims who can get him pregnant. But there is a new feature that's coming with the infant update called a science baby. So a science baby, the Sims, like even Sims that normally wouldn't be able to have a baby together are able to. So it can like represent several different things like surrogacy, IVF, lots of stuff. But yeah, you can have a science baby with basically whoever as long as you have a good relationship with them. Even with other Sims who can also like get pregnant or who can't get Jay pregnant, we could still have a baby, and I think that's very cool. And I think for the first kid, we're gonna have a science baby alone. So, because I don't really want to have to like wait through the whole time it takes for a pregnancy right at first. I want to get right into the, you know, having kids. And with a science baby, you don't really have to wait. So I think that's the very first thing we're gonna do is Jay's just gonna have a science baby by himself and we'll just come home with a baby. We're not gonna do that every time. I probably will stick to doing it like you can only have a baby in a certain way once. So like one single science baby and then we can, you know, do with other people. I might also include adoption, we'll see. But yeah, I don't wanna like restrict the type of family we can have too much, you know? I think that that's counterproductive. There's also gonna be a new thing under like the gender settings where you can choose if a Sim can produce milk, which I think is really cool. I'm excited to play around with that as well. But I have been thinking like, I've put a few of my own Sims that I've created into like this save that I'm gonna play in with Jay. But I was thinking it would be cool like maybe if other people also wanted to make Sims to put in there that we could have a baby with. So I don't know, I'm thinking about making a hashtag on like the Sims 4 gallery. If you just wanna use on the Sims 4 gallery, hashtag Simber, so like my YouTube channel name, hashtag Simber100, I think that would be a good hashtag for this. If you have any Sims that could be potential parents to our children. And it would be good if you could like set what their pronouns are and then also in the description like write what their pronouns are and write if they can like get my Sim pregnant. I mean, I guess it's not that important now because we can just do a science baby. But yeah, if you want to share any Sims for me to potentially, my Sim to potentially have kids with, I think that would be fun. I'm excited to see what y'all make and who y'all make. And yeah, I do, like, if you want to include trans Sims, that would be great, especially just because in the settings, I set Jay as bi, he's, like, into anyone. So, you know, we'll probably partner with some cis men and, like, trans women and non-binary people and just anyone. But I would like especially to have, like, other trans Sims in our gameplay as well. So, yeah. Also, if you want to just make anyone to like just be friends with Jay, that would be cool too. We do probably also need friends. Yeah, if you want to make platonic friends as well, like that would also be very good to have. I decided to go ahead and do like a starter home. This one is without the Growing Together expansion pack because of course I don't have that yet. And I'm planning to do like 2 streams without it, so we will need somewhere to live during that time. I wanted to make this like the smallest tier of tiny home because of the perks you get with that. So if it's like the smallest tier, you get extra relationship gain, you get skill gain, you get like reduced bills, a bunch of other stuff like that. So we probably won't be able to keep it this small for very long. There's like maybe room for 1 kid in here, and I was watching more of the like trailers for Growing Together and like infants, and I was like, infants kind of need a lot of space. You know, when they were just in a bassinet as babies, like it was pretty, you know, you just stick them in a corner. But I don't know, we'll see how much space these infants need. I might have to expand this house sooner rather than later, but I thought it would give us a good starting point. I really like being able to, you know, gain skill quickly right at the beginning, and I think it'll help with like our relationship with our kids as well, and any people we might want to have kids with, to have that extra relationship gain. I did put a little toddler bed in the corner, mostly just to like save money and space for a kid, but yeah, there's not a lot of space here. It's just like 1 room and then a little bathroom. I did actually end up basing this house a lot on like the randomized likes and dislikes that I got. So I went in and randomized some for Jay, and like I said, he likes green, so that's why a lot of this house is green. And it also said that he likes piano. So I decided to put in a little keyboard in there. I thought that would be fun to just have something to play. Maybe we could even write songs and license songs, although I think you have to get like really high up in the piano skill before you can do that. It's a little bit harder to busk also with the piano, but it'll give him something fun to do. I also did give him an easel like out in the yard because we definitely will be painting for money at first. I like painting. I think you can create some nice art, and it's a good way to make money starting out, so we'll definitely be doing that. Technically, with the 100 Baby Challenge, you're not supposed to have a job, so we'll be doing a lot of freelancing so we can, you know, spend more time with the kids. Also, one of the randomized dislikes was that Jay dislikes lullaby music, and I just thought that was funny. So I don't know if that'll come up, but I mean, it might. Like, we're gonna have 100 babies. I guess he just is really not into the lullabies. We'll see what happens. I don't know if, like, that'll show up when I'm also singing them lullabies. I think that's maybe a feature. I think that'll be interesting. Lots to explore there. I did also end up putting a trans flag up on the wall, and a cute little picture. And then I was actually surprised with how much money I had left. Maybe I shouldn't be because it's a really tiny house, but I wanted to do some outdoor space because the house is so small. So I put this like tree, and then I put out a picnic table back there. And I guess we can also maybe put out some of the new stuff for infants. Hopefully it's not stormy. I'll just say that. Hopefully it's not stormy. I think it's like spring or summer, so we should be good. Like, it shouldn't be too cold at least. That is the house I've made for us to start out in. We will be moving to the world of San Sequoia when the pack comes out, and I guess I'll probably have to build a new house with all the new stuff, but I wanted to have something to start out with. I'm really excited for this update and for the pack and to just start this challenge. I hope that you're excited for it as well. And yeah, if all goes well, I will see you soon for a stream of the Trans 100 Baby Challenge with the new infant update. I'll try to like schedule the stream, so I think you'll be able to like sort of see ahead of time when it will be. Like I said, it's my first time streaming on YouTube, so there might be some hiccups, but hopefully we'll get that all worked out, and I hope to see you there.